Mitt Romney tonight. That would be the state of Wisconsin, Washington, D.C., and Maryland. And we continue in studio tonight with Governor Palin, who is with us. What do you think about people that suggest that, all right, this candidate should get out at this time, or Senator Santorum, it appears inevitable, it's Mitt Romney? What do you say to that?
I will not be one of those people who would say that any of them need to get out. They know what their resources are. They know what they have to offer, and more power to them for being in that arena, being willing to duke it out in the arena of ideas. And as I've said all along, competition makes all of them better. So it's good. It's fine. I do understand, though, why people are starting to say at this point the fiscal and human resources that can be conserved and used most efficiently. We need to start considering how we will start using those to stay focused on the main thing. What is the main thing? It is replacing Barack Obama. So I understand kind of both sides of this issue.
Okay, but do you feel it's pretty inevitable at this point, or do you think?
Well, I'm not going to. I'm not going to say that
fine.
It's inevitable, and I will not be one to say, nor will I encourage, especially those in the establishment, to encourage any of the candidates to get out. They're kind of on their own on that.
You had an interesting comment earlier today where you suggested that whoever the nominee should go rogue, familiar term for you, in terms of their choice for VP. What would be a rogue choice? Who would you like to see if you could pick maybe 3 or 4 people to suggest?
Specific names? Top of my list is Allen West. I love that he has that military experience. He is a public servant, willing to serve for the right reasons. He understands the Constitution. He understands our national foreign policy issues that must be addressed. He has served. I really like him. There are so many, Sean, that are out there. And when I talk about going rogue, what I want to do is encourage the GOP nominee to not think that they have to go with somebody necessarily safe, that conventional wisdom perhaps would lead somebody to believe that if it's somebody's quote-unquote safe, that they're not going to get beat up by the media, because no matter whom it is,
they're going to get beat up.
They're going to get clobbered. The media will make things up about them and their record and their reputations and their families, so no matter who it is. So they might as well get somebody who is passionate and strong, as I say, like about Allen West, understands the Constitution and wants to put government back on the side of the people.
I like Senator Rubio.
He's great, too. He is another one. Yeah. There's
a lot of we have a pretty deep bench.
It is a wonderful bench. It's exciting to consider the choices that we have to put up in contrast with what it is that we've been living with for 3 years under the Barack Obama regime.
You know, you said something very interesting to me. Let me show a highlight, and we're still going to get to the judge issue, which we haven't even touched on yet tonight. But whoever the nominee will be, whoever the vice presidential nominee will be, they will be attacked. They will be demonized. You know, I keep using the example. The president said that Republicans want dirty air and water, and they want kids with Down syndrome, autism, and the elderly to fend for themselves. This was his version of it earlier today at a press conference. Let's roll this tape. I think. Yes, no, maybe. All right,
if this budget becomes law and the cuts were applied evenly, starting in 2014, over 200,000 children would lose their chance to get an early education in the Head Start program. 2 million mothers and young children would be cut from a program that gives them access to healthy food. There would be 4,500 fewer federal grants at the Department of Justice and the FBI to combat violent crime, financial crime, and help secure our borders. Hundreds of national parks would be forced to close for part or all of the year. We wouldn't have the capacity to enforce the laws that protect the air we breathe, the water we drink, or the food that we eat.
All right, let me go through. Yeah, I mean, look at this. He says children will lose their chance for an education. 2 million mothers and children will lose access to healthy food. I guess all grocery stores go away. Less federal grants combat crime and border security. Parks will be closed, and we can't enforce the laws to protect air, that we breathe and food that we eat.
No more motherhood or apple pie if the GOP is elected is essentially what he's saying.
But that's going to be the strategy because he can't run on his record.
Yeah, exactly.
How effective can that be?
It can't be effective because the wisdom of the people is greater than what Barack Obama is giving all of us credit for. He is insulting the intelligence, the collective intelligence of the voting pool in America, and he's got another thing coming if he thinks that strategy is going to work.
But, you know, how does he go from this hope and change personality, and you dealt with this up front and personal in 2008, think of the shift, which is so dramatic, to where how negative he is today.
He's very, very negative, very caustic, and he's outright lying to the American people. He has been telling the American people that we only have 2% of the world's oil. Sometimes he'll call it the world's oil reserve. He uses different terminology. That is a lie. And even when he tells the truth about, say, our oil resources, he knows that the truth that's told with bad intent beats all the lies one can invent. He's saying these things, trying to deceive the American public. So you combine that, the deception, with whispering secrets to the Kremlin, with becoming a judicial bully. And thank God we have choices now as we enter this election cycle.
All right, we got to take a break. As it relates to the issue of the judiciary tonight and his comments to the Supreme Court, which second time now he's tried to, I would use the word intimidate, and is whispering to the president of Russia and much more. We're going to continue with Governor Palin, but it is a clean sweep tonight. If you're just joining us, for Mitt Romney, Fox News projecting that he wins all 3 primaries tonight. We're going to take you to his speech as soon as that becomes available to us and it comes to the podium. We'll continue with Governor Palin. We'll also check in later with Stuart Varney, Dana Perino, and much, much more on this busy primary.